Hello students, we are going to discuss about some built-in functions. So what do you mean by built-in functions? We know the different types of functions. The built-in functions are functions which are already predefined, okay, and they are stored in the library files. So some mathematical built-in functions we are going to discuss. First one is ABS. ABS is used for returning the absolute value of a number, okay. So it is used for returning absolute value of a number. Next one is odd. It returns the ASCII value for the given Unicode character. So if odd is used for giving the ASCII value for a character. Char CHR, this is just opposite for odd. This gives the uh, Unicode character for the given ASCII value. If you type ASCII value, it gives the corresponding character. Okay, so odd gives the ASCII value, CHR gives the character. Okay, now we will see these three functions. So first one is ABS. So ABS is used for getting the absolute value of a number. Okay, so inside we have to give the number. For example, I am giving 12. Okay, so it will display the answer as 12. That means it won't consider. Suppose I am using ABS of minus 12, then you will get the answer as 12. Okay, so whether it is positive or negative, it won't give the sign, it will give just the number. So that is the use of this ABS function. So it gives the absolute value of a number. So if there is a negative sign in front, it ignores the sign and display only the number. Okay, so that is the ABS function. Next one we discussed is odd. So odd of, it gives the ASCII value for the given character. So we have to give the character within single quotes. So now if you see, so 97, you know the ASCII value for small a is 97. Suppose I am writing, so we can also do like this. We can assign to a variable and then use that variable inside this odd function. For example, I am assigning capital A. Okay, now I am writing odd of CH. So it gives 65, that is the corresponding ASCII value for the given character capital A is 65. So this is used for giving the ASCII value for the given character. Okay, suppose I am giving the number ASCII value, and if you want to know the character means we have to go for CHR function. Okay, so CHR of 65. I am giving the ASCII value. Now it will give us the corresponding character. Okay, so this is inverse of odd function. So odd gives the ASCII value for the given character, so you have to type the character, whereas CHR gives the corresponding character for given ASCII value. That means for CHR you have to enter the integer, whatever integer you enters, that corresponding character that will be taken as ASCII value, corresponding character will be given. Okay, so this is about this function. So next one is bin. Bin returns a binary string prefixed with 0b for the given integer number. Okay, so what is the use of bin? Bin is used for getting the binary value for the given decimal number. Okay, so suppose I am entering bin of 10. Okay, then you will get the answer as 0b, that is the number will be displayed with 0b in front. So 0b 1010, that the corresponding binary value for the number 10 is 1010. So it is displaying, when it displays 0b in front. Okay, so bin is used for getting the binary value for the given decimal number. So whatever we are entering inside, that will be taken as the decimal number, and corresponding binary will be displayed 0b 1010. Okay, suppose I am entering bin of 2. You know very well, for 2 it is 10, so it will be displaying 10. Okay, similarly we can also get the octal value. For getting the octal value, you have to write oct. So oct of 10, corresponding octal value for 10 is 12. So it is prefixed with 0 in front. Okay, similarly for hexa we can write as x of 10. Okay, so 0x a. Okay, a for 10, the corresponding hexadecimal value is a, so 0x a. So these the three or functions are used for getting the corresponding format. So bin is used for getting the binary form, and oct is used for getting the octal form, and x is used for getting the hexadecimal format. So when I give bin, it will display the binary value for the given number and prefixed with 0b in front. For octal 0o and for hexadecimal 0x. Okay, so this is about the three functions. Next, type. Type returns a type of the object for the given single object. So I want to know what data type it is. This is used for displaying the data type. Okay, so type function is used for displaying the data type. ID returns the identity of an object. That means it gives the memory address of the given any value that is called as the object. Okay, so we shall see type. First we are typing using type function. Okay, so type of 10. I'm giving any number inside. Okay, so class int. So this type function is used for displaying type of the object. Type of the object means what is the data type for the given value. So I have given 10. So that is the integer value. So it is giving class int. So whenever it displays everything will be considered as object. So it will be displaying as class int. Okay. So for example, I am typing one more value. Type of 12.5. See, it is a floating point number. So data type is float. Okay, so it is so type function is used for displaying the data type of the corresponding value or corresponding object. Okay, so type, I am displaying simply one single character. So that is string str. Okay, if you use multiple characters also, everything will be considered as a string. Okay, so this is a string. So it is giving class str. Okay, suppose I am writing v is equal to t, that is t, capital T R U E. So true. I am assigning the value, that is boolean value, to the variable b. Okay, now I am writing type of b. So whenever we have two boolean values, one is true, another one is false. True means it should start with the capital letter T, and false it should start with the capital letter F. Okay, so now I want to know this. So it is giving class bool. It is a boolean data type. So it's a bool data type. So it is giving us the output as bool. Okay. So type is used for displaying the data type of the given object. Okay. So if it is integer, it will say int. 12.5 is a floating point data. So it is giving us output as float. It is a string. So it's giving us str. So this is the boolean data type. So it's giving us bool. So next function is min. Min returns the minimum value in a list. Okay. So if I want to find out the minimum value in a list of values, you can use min function. Max, just opposite. It gives the maximum value. Sum is used for finding the sum of values in a list. So list will be learning in the consecutive chapters. List means it's set of values within square brackets. That is called as the list. Okay. So first you will see about min. Min of, simply you can also write value separated by commas, like this also you can write. So min of 1 comma 7. So 1 is the minimum value. Okay, so it is used to give the minimum value in the list of values. Or we can also write like this: min of the list of values can be given by using square bracket. So 1 comma 2 comma 8. Close the parenthesis. So this is the list. List should always be represented with the square bracket. So among the list of values, which is the minimum value? So 1 is the answer. Same, I want to find out the maximum, then I can write it as 10 comma minus a 9 70. Okay, I am giving list. I am using the list. So it will give us the maximum value. So 70 is the maximum value. So min is used to give the minimum of list of values. Max is used to give the maximum of list of values. Okay. Next function is sum. Sum of. Sum is used to find the sum of the list of values. So sum of 10. So you want to give only the list of values. So make use of the square bracket. So 10 comma 20 comma 30. These numbers I want to add. Okay. then some function can be used. So it will find the total of the list of values which is given. So min is used for giving the minimum value, max is used for getting the maximum value, sum is used to find out the sum of the list of values. The list of values should be given within square bracket. Even for min and max function you can give directly like this, but for sum we have to give the list, use the list as an argument. Okay. So next function is power function. So power is used for computing the power of a number. Okay, so it is a power b, it is a raised to the power of b. So already you know there is a operator used for getting the power of a number, that is exponent. Double asterisk can be used. Either you can use that operator or you can use the power function also. Okay, so what is, we will see the output. So power of, we can also write like this, power of, okay, 2 comma 3, I'm giving like this, that means 2 power 3. So 2 into 2 into 2 multiplied 3 times, you have to get the output as 8. So 8 is the answer. Okay, you can also write like this, a is equal to 2, you can make use of the assignment statement, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3. Next line you can also make use of print statement. Whenever you are using the file, you have to go make use of the print function only, but here in the interactive mode, directly if you use the function, it will give us the answer. Okay, when you use the file, that is text file, then we have script file, then we have to go for print statement. Okay, so print of a comma b. Okay, so a raised to the power of b, so you are getting, sorry, power function. So simply I have written print a comma b. So two values are printed. Now I want to find out the power. So PWO, power of a comma b. So 8 is the answer. So the previous statement just I have printed the values of a and b. Here power of a comma b. So 2 power 3, it will be giving, it is giving us the answer as 8. Okay. So simply you can also make use of the exponent operator, print of a double asterisk b. So that also you can use. Either you can go for power function or you can make use of the exponent operator. This is about the power function. Okay. Next one is the square root, SQRT. This is used for getting the square root of the number. Okay. So it is used to find out the square root of a number. So when you are using this function like floor, scene, SQRT, we have to make use of math module. So first we have to import that module. This function is defined under math module. So math library. Okay, so we have to import it by using, otherwise it will show error. Okay, import math, then we have to write SQRT, sorry, math.sqrt. That means this function is present in math module. So math.sqrt of 4. So 2.0, this is the output. Square root of 4 is 2.0. Okay, so if you write SQRT of 4, it will show error because this is defined under math module. So first we have to write this statement, import math. Okay, so then we have to write this function, it will give us the answer. So this is used to find out the square root of the number. Okay, so these are the built-in functions, that is mathematical built-in functions we have discussed.